It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. But today we start the new season with an AFC West division battle right out of the gate, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because
a new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this, of course, is an intriguing Week 1 opener. On one sideline, you've got Josh McDaniels, Raiders head coach. But remember, back in Denver where he was the head man in 2009 and 2010 as well. Now on the other sideline, Sean Payton making his debut as head coach of the Broncos.
Two established coaches. Both of them made their bones on the offensive side of the ball. And Sean Payton won a Super Bowl as the head coach of the Saints. This is going to be fun to see them match wits.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Wilson on first down. He completes this to Sutton. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Wilson will throw again. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyree Wilson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It was another typical season for Jimmy G last year. When he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this go for Adams. All wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 76 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfro. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo to the sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 21. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
And that's a sight we feel like we've seen a lot over his career. But remember, for Russell Wilson, 3 in his first year as a Bronco last year and only 15 in the last 8 years. But he still knows how to use those wheels when necessary, and he takes care of business right there.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Past the 20. 5. Touchdown Broncos. Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now here come the Raiders. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Smith to return it. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. A toss play. Here's Pirine. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third and goal, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, here's second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It gets it right back to Mayer. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They run it with Pirine on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Denver has the first down to play, going for 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, it's Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
An 18-yard.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
101 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be